Welcome back, Tokyo Fresh. How you guys doing? Here with David. David, how are you?
I'm okay.
You sound like whenever I asked, like when I was teaching elementary school kids, and you go like, "How are you?" and they go, "I'm okay."
I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay.
Remember this one kid? She was like, I was like, "How are you?" And she's like, in Japanese, she goes to me, "How do I say like I'm not okay?" And I was like, "I'm not okay." She's like,
okay.
I'm not okay. I was like, "What's wrong?" She's like, "Hungry." I'm like,
then why would you say I'm hungry?
She's not okay.
Okay, that's fair. Fair.
Like, it's weird, like, because of the patterns that you sort of teach kids when you're teaching languages.
Right, yeah.
They get stuck in a pattern. So I guess, like, she wasn't my, like, everyday student. She was, like, the Eikaiwa student, so I don't teach her every day. So I guess her, what do you call it? Her in-school English teacher.
The homeroom teacher.
Yeah, or, like, the AOT. Who was, like, teaching the majority of her English was just, like, every day. "How are you?" And they went, I'm okay. I'm fine.
Thank you. And you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you? Like,
It's like that sentence is like the most weird, like robotic
So
English introduction. I'm fine, thank you. And you? Nobody talks like that.
I remember the first time I stepped in front of, I think it was like a second year English class. And it's like two blocks, like junior high school. And I'm like, "Hey guys, I'm a new English teacher, blah, 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 blah." I'm like, so I was like, "Hi guys, how are you?" And everyone goes, "I'm fine, and you?" And I was like, I had a moment where I was like, oh, my work's cut out
You're
for me.
like,
This is weird. Like, no one says that. We were like telling my teacher, like, no one says that, right? She's like, "I know." She's like,
don't worry. It's in the book.
It's in the listen.
We
it's
have
in
to
the
teach
book.
it.
We have to teach this.
Speaking about being fine, though, yesterday I was not fine.
You were telling me, yeah. I get this message from David, just like, "I'm mad." I'm like,
Oh,
what?
dude, I was fucking heated.
What happened?
Okay, so it's after school. I finished teaching. It's Friday, right? I just want to go home and fuck off for the weekend. I don't want to hear about work. I don't want to think about work. I'm done with the day. I hadn't eaten like lunch because I figured I'm like, I can get away with it and not eat lunch. And I was going home. So I'm on the train. I'm riding home. And the train comes into my home station.
Yep.
Right? And you have to get off the train. Right?
Yeah.
As you do.
Yeah.
You have to get off the train.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting in front of where the center of the doors is, where it opens up so you can walk out the center.
Yep.
People wait on the sides until people go out.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting there, and in Japan, obviously, I think this should be anywhere.
Yeah.
The courtesy is you let the people on the train off the train first, right?
Mm-hmm.
So train pulls in to my station. Fucking doors start to open.
Yeah.
And there's this dude in like a yellow jacket and like a cap, and he's wearing a mask.
Oh, he's definitely a cunt. Yeah.
And he like, as the doors are opening, he kicks this door. He like kicks the door.
What the fuck?
Right? So at first I'm just like, okay, that was weird, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever, right? Like maybe he's just, he's having a shitty day. I get it. It's fine. Cool. Whatever. Right? Then I start to get off the train, and this man like pushes like through me, like tries to like get. I'm the only guy getting off the train, right? Like,
what the fuck?
You let me get off, and then you can get on, no problem, right?
Yeah.
But this guy kicks the fucking door, and he like pushes past me, right? And he like physically like hits me,
Pushes
like,
you. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. No.
So, being me, I'm pretty chill, right? It's fine, whatever. Like, dude hit me, whatever. I get off the train. It's fine. I take like 2 steps away from the train. And normally, I would just let this go, right?
Yeah.
100%. I would just let this go. But I start walking away, and then I hear, "Oi." And immediately, I just fucking snap.
Yes.
Because, like...
Who the fuck's owing me? The fuck you think this is?
I turn around. It's fucking the guy.
Fucking yellow coat?
Yeah.
Dead.
So he's like...
He's off the train?
No, he's on the train.
Oh, shouting.
Going, "Oi," like yelling at me.
Cunt. Yeah.
So I turn around, and I have never, ever made so many expletives in a Japanese sentence.
Yes.
Right? So, like, this guy is, like, 4'0" dude. Like, this man is short as fuck. Like, I'm not tall. I'm, like, 5'8" on a good day. 5'8" when I'm feeling great. This man is, like, up to maybe my shoulder.
Oh, my God.
Right? So, this guy oys me, turns around, he starts saying some shit. As I turn around and look at him and go, I'm like, Urusai bakeyaro!
He's, like, getting over to him in Japanese, and basically, yeah.
I'm like, shut the fuck up, you dumbass.
Yeah.
And I'm like, 誰も、ちびこの大口は、
ちびこ
大口は、I don't know. It like came out of my mouth.
I know what you mean, yeah.
聞きたくないよ.
So. Yeah.
I'm like, cuz. And then, like, man had no words after that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I fucking yelled this. Like, it's one of those weird things about, like, a second language.
Yeah.
That when you get put in a pressure situation.
Oh, you're good.
It's just like, bang. Like, this
good.
came out of my mouth in, like, a second. And then man was just like, oh, fuck, right?
Oh, I fucked. I messed with the wrong fucking guy. Oh, no, let me sit here and be quiet, you know?
Because, like, oh, fuck. Like, I've never been so fucking mad at a person, like, ever.
I feel like...
For, like, the most minor of inconveniences.
This happens a lot where people have bad days and they go, okay, I'm going to, like, target who I believe to be, like, the weakest member of society. So in this situation, it just happened to be there was a foreigner on the train and he was like, oh, I can, like, bully this foreigner. He doesn't speak Japanese. He's foreign. I'm going to barge him on the train. I'm going to, like, you know, annoy him and make me feel better. And then you turn around and you're like, oh, well, actually, you can fuck your mother. And he was like, oh, didn't expect that.
But, like, I couldn't believe the audacity.
Dude, the bravery.
To just be an asshole. I mean, I can understand the bravery when you know that the train is going to pull away in, like, 5 seconds. But I'm like, man, I think I said in my message, I was like, if that man had stepped off the train, he would have been under the next one.
Have you seen that video where a guy was, like, spitting on the dude in the New York Underground and the doors were closed? And the guy had his fingers in the door, and he
like pulls it back open.
The guy is like spitting. So the guy's like, one dude is standing outside of the train. The doors are closed. In New York, when these doors close. Like, they ain't. Because
I don't think there's not really like train drivers on the underground, right?
There's
like,
not
they're
really
all automatic, right?
There's not really safety in New York. These doors, if you're in the way of these doors, they're taking your life. That's it. So the guy on the train thinks he's brave, and he's like spitting through the crack in the door at the guy.
Yeah, as it's closing.
As it's closing, yeah. And then the guy, like, gets in there. He's got his fingers in the doors, like the one outside the train. He pulls the doors open.
He just fucking hulks those doors.
Yeah, and then he drags the guy off the train and beats the little shit out of him.
Yeah.
I think it's very important to choose your fights wisely. Something you...
Or just don't fight people. Why you gotta be an asshole?
I mean, yeah, don't fight people first.
All I wanted to do was go home. That was it.
Play some video games.
Yeah, that's all I wanted.
Couple drinks, maybe.
Fuck, man.
Fuck, dude. What was it? Was he an old man or he was this guy?
I don't think he was old, but, like, man, you can never tell with Asian people. Like, this man could have been 55.
It's so true.
I don't fucking know.
It's so true. He could have been around since a fucking show era.
And like, dude has a mask on, right? So, like, all I have to go on is, like,
eyes.
This much.
Yeah,
Man's wearing a hat, so I can't really see his hair either.
That's always annoying. Is that the first, like, weird confrontation you've had in Japan where someone's, like, got in your face and tried to...
Yeah, on, like, that level, yeah.
I think I had one that I remember very clearly because it was really strange. Like, I was walking through the station years ago. A dude drops his phone in front of me, and I, like, whoop, jump to the side, carry on walking. Then I'm hearing, like, oi, oi. They love saying oi.
Oi, yeah.
And the man, oi, oi, oi. And I'm like, yes. I turn around and the guy's there, and he's like, I guess he assumed that him dropping his phone was my fault somehow. And thus he was like, you know, but yeah, this story, it's my favorite part of the story, where this guy assumed that's a foreigner. I'm trying to pick a fight with him, so I should speak in English. But the only words he knew in English was, I am Japanese. And he said it over and over again at me. He was like, I am Japanese. And I was like, okay. And he's like, I am Japanese. And I didn't understand what he was doing. I was like, okay, I'm English. I was really confused for a minute. And then I worked out, oh, the man is trying to fight. I've got it. Because this is a tiny, drunk student. Look at me. look, I'm not the biggest of boys, but I'm a big boy. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, that's the thing. That was the thing about this guy too. Like, he was maybe 5'2".
This is the thing.
Maybe.
What
like, I'm like, he's up to my shoulder, maybe. Like, that's the top of his head is at my shoulder.
What are you doing? Unless you're a secret belt in some kind of martial art, don't be starting fights with people on trains randomly.
Yeah, but here's the problem: is that the people you're fighting might also be a person who's trained martial arts. So that's probably not a good idea.
Well, the thing is, this is Japan. Like, you start fighting here, the police gonna come real quick.
Oh yeah,
because they have nothing. Well, they don't have nothing to do.
I mean, there's a Koban right outside the station.
Right outside the station.
So they would be there in like a minute.
I mean, every police station has every train station has a police box like real close to it.
Yeah, because of fucking idiots like this.
Yeah, fighting. There were people like wrestling in Kobe. Have I told you the story?
No.
It's really funny. So my ex-girlfriend is from Kobe. So I'm waiting in like Kobe station for her to come. She's like, oh, I'm gonna be a little bit late. I'm like, no worries. So I'm standing by the station, I'm on my phone, and then I look to my right, and there are two men, grown-ass men, on the floor, like basically like doing jiu-jitsu.
The fuck?
It was so weird. And I'm looking at this, I'm like, is this real? Are these people really rolling on the floor? It wasn't a dry day, David. It was pretty moist. So they're rolling around on the moist Kobe floor, dirty as sin, just like wrestling. Police come out of nowhere and they're just like, stop. The floor's dirty. What are you doing? Fucking whips them apart, takes them off. The fire was over in like seconds. Everyone like continues their day. Girlfriend at the time shows up. She's like, hey, and I'm like, hey. Oh, some guys were fighting. She's like,
weird. Weird shit was going on.
Well, yeah, dude, some weird shit was happening, but being Japan, it was swept under the rug very quickly.
Of course, yeah.
And everyone pretended like it never happened. Mm-hmm. That's Japan, basically. Those two men are probably in a gulag somewhere. Like, probably. That's it. You commit crime in Japan, you're gone.
I forget where it was. I think it was in Kyoto. The first time I'd ever come to Japan. Yeah. I was in Kyoto. And I had just had okonomiyaki with my cousin.
Already a good start to the story.
And we're leaving the it's kind of like not like a mom and pop, but like a personally owned like okonomiyaki place. Like it wasn't
not a chain place. Yeah.
So we're not that it matters to the story, but so we're leaving the restaurant.
We're talking about okonomiyaki. We got to be really detailed.
Yeah, and there's two guys like kind of yelling at each other, kind of down the street. We can see them a little.
Yeah,
and one man has a broken leg, like a crutch.
Don't fight if your leg.
Yeah, like this guy's like he's clearly getting angry at this other guy, right? But then like the funniest thing, like the most jackass funniest thing happened, and like it's just seared into my fucking memory. The fucking guy with the crutch, he's got the cast is on his right leg, and he has the crutch on the right hand side.
Yeah.
He fucking pops this dude in the face with his left hand.
No way!
Then he takes the crutch and fucking hits this dude right in the torso with it. And like, I don't know if this guy was on like painkillers or some shit, but like, you try standing on a broken leg.
It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt. But this guy was so fucking mad, he did not give a shit. And he fucking just hit this man with the crutch.
It's when your anger is like to such a level you don't feel pain.
Right.
It's the adrenaline.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Of course.
You got to get that mad before you start fighting anyone. If you're feeling pain still,
that is like by far the wildest thing I've ever seen.
That
in
is
Japan.
wild.
It's a man with a broken leg beating another guy with his own crutch.
It's fucking hilarious. They're both Japanese, old men.
Yeah, they're both Japanese. I wouldn't say they're like old. They're like 40-something salarymen.
The guy was.
I assume
the guy with the broken leg is like, you said we'd both break our legs, so we didn't have to go on this business trip. Why is just my leg broken? Like, we had an agreement, right. Tanaka. Screaming at each other. I think
their harebrained scheme to get out of the business.
To get out of the business.
They didn't want to get shuffled off to like another position in the middle of nowhere because like, they're trying to get them to retire or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, that happens all the time in Japan.
Yeah.
I feel like you don't really see fights in Japan per se.
No, you don't. So when like you do see a fight, it's
I gotta stop and watch. Like I have to.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, this is. Ooh.
Yeah. The only fights you'll see in Japan is in fucking anime. Like, straight up.
The only fights you'll see like live in action in Japan is like people yelling at each other.
That's about it. It usually never goes farther than that.
No.
And it's always like two old guys going
Yes.
like, bleh, bleh, bleh.
And the thing is, no one will stop them because no one can understand them. Because they could be fighting, or they could be having a very heated conversation about last week's episode of Apprentice.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Have you ever seen?
No one
have you ever seen the
knows.
video where like the guy is like on a bus, right? And he's like yelling at the bus driver, and the bus driver's like, "Please get off the bus. Please get off the bus." He's like,
yeah.
"Rah!" He's like swearing at the bus driver.
Yeah.
The bus driver's like, "Please get off the bus. Please get off the bus." And the man just won't fucking leave.
Not.
And then some other Japanese dude like comes up like right beside him, and then with like the most deadpan delivery just goes, "Can you please move?"
Yeah, he's like,
And he's like,
and
then he gets off the fucking bus.
because it's like you can yell and scream as much as you want, but the second you're a hindrance to society, then you're like,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's,
that video was
fucking
class.
funny.
Because the guy's like, he's like so deadpan about it as well. He's like,すみません、なんかバスちょっと出たいです. He's like,
Yeah.
And everyone gets on the bus. I think I watched the video twice because I was like, that didn't just happen. That
so
didn't
weird.
just fucking happen. Because I feel like people never really go like full tilt with these things in Japan.
No.
Like you never see like a shouting argument turn into a fist fight, turning into a stabbing.
No.
You don't see it.
I think in Japan, I've only ever seen 2 fights.
Yeah. I think I've seen more than 2 because drinking days, you see a lot of people getting like fucked up and stuff. But yeah, not a lot, honestly. Screaming matches, you see a bunch of those.
I've seen screaming matches. I've seen like a scuffle.
I've seen a scuffle.
I wouldn't say like a scuffle is a fight.
Nah,
a scuffle is
nah,
like
nah.
2 guys just like grab each other's jacks.
Yeah. I've seen that. That shit's.
I mean like a full on fight where people are throwing hands.
Yeah.
And like actually punching each other.
I realized that the defense mechanisms I used in like secondary school against like children who are immature can be used against grown men in Japan if they try to start a fight. Like one of the rare times I've ever been in like a drunken thing with someone is when I bumped into someone like by accident in the club, and the guy's response was, "Oh, I'm gonna like fight this guy." So he grabs my like collar to be like threatening, and I look him straight in the eyes. He's about my height. Our faces are pretty close, and I go, "Oh, kisu shitai no?" And he fucking yes, he's like, no. He nopes out the situation. Nope. So I basically just go, "Oh, you want a kiss?" And he nopes out. He was like, and he like runs away to his friends, and I'm like, "Gay, you can't come here and kiss one man. What are you?"
It's weak.
What are you, gay? Get back here and kiss me. Kiss me like you mean it. But yeah, those like weak ass defenses work so well. Like this is some childish bullshit. This is stuff you do in secondary school when someone's like, "Meet me after school. We're gonna fight," and I'm like, "Yeah, let's fight
Behind the bicycles.
I'm like, yeah, let's fight. Let's fight behind the bicycles. Get hot and sweaty and fight. Yeah, fight. By fight you mean sex, right? That's what you mean, right?
Do we have to wear pants, or
how mandatory are pants in this?
are we like switching into uniforms or what? I need to know before I show up.
Every time you say fight, put it in quotes. It's like, "Jordan, meet me after school. We're gonna fight." I'm like, yeah, we're gonna fight.
We're gonna fight. I'm gonna fight you so hard with my mouth.
I'm gonna fight you so. Get over and take all this fight. Do I need protection for this fight?
Yeah, you need a mouth guard.
You need a mouth guard for this fight, boy. But yeah, these like childish things work like really well. Or like grown ass Japanese men who are like weird about their sexualities. Like it's easy. Like people are dumb. I'm pretty sure it would work in like in America as well, or in the UK, like anywhere.
I'm not pulling that shit where someone has a fucking gun.
Oh, that's right, America. No. You definitely get shot. That's how you get shot. You don't. No. I sometimes I forget.
I can fist fight a man. I can't fist fight a gun.
I can fist fight a gun if there's no user.
Fair. Yeah, you got to be careful. That thing can misfire and.
Oh god, that's right. I can fist fight an unloaded gun with no user. 100%.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's
not
fair.
one of those new age guns the police have with the chains. They can fucking Beyblade out to me. Nah, right. I can't have that, dude.
Kunai and gun.
Fucking kunai and fucking gun.
Got my kunai and gun.
I wanna see Joey Wheeler use that card.
You've activated my trap card. And he's got that really deep Brooklyn accent. Hey, you! I activate kunai and gun.
You've activated my trap card. Kunai and gun. It's just
Joey Wheeler.
I want to see. He has that fucking lizard, the armored lizard. I want to see the lizard with the fucking kunai and gun.
I want to look up kunai and gun.
Stop looking up kunai and gun.
Does kunai and gun exist? Oh, that's not what I imagine. Kunai and gun. Kunai and gun.
That was the Mozambique from fucking Apex Legends. That was not. That was not kunai with gun.
Yeah. Oh man.
Holy shit.
Kunai and gun is. That would be quite a that would be quite the weapon in Neo.
Oh, that'd be
kunai and gun.
Dude, fuck. I want to see that. I feel like more police should be using the kunai and gun situation
combination.
Honestly, I think it's a.
I mean, it's a good idea, right? Because kunai and chain is just it's a weight on the end of a thing, so you shoot all 6 bullets.
You got the weight,
and they just whip the gun around, right?
I think I'd be more scared if someone came with like a gun, like we have guns, like
these need to go away.
I bought snack. Yeah, we'll get there. They're dangerous, right?
They need to go away.
Thank you, family, for sending me snacks from.
Thank you, family, for sending me snacks.
David, we got these pretzels coated in white chocolate. We've been snacking on during this podcast.
Good.
We had a few, and we were like, we'll only eat a few. Nah, man. Them things moreish. We put them next to us. Bad idea. Just munching them constantly.
Yep.
But I think I'd be more scared if so the police. If I'm doing crimes, I'm doing like big crimes. I'm in a bank doing like bank crimes. Police like, we have you surrounded. We all have guns. Get out there. I'm like, yeah, I have guns as well. Like, what are you gonna do? We get that one dude in the back, and he's just like, he's got a gun, but he's also spinning the weight on the chain. That's menacing as fuck. I'm like,
yeah.
I give up, man. Like, all you guys, I know what you guys are gonna do. You guys are gonna shoot the guns, right? Like, how did you know? I'm like, I've got your plan dead to rights. I know what's going on. Right. But that guy in the back with the gun and the chain,
swinging the gun.
He's got the weight in the air.
You never know what he's up to.
I don't know what he's gonna do. Is he gonna use the gun? Is he gonna use the weight?
Who knows?
Is he gonna use the gun as a weight?
It's gonna be like the gun blade from Final Fantasy VIII, where like you hit someone with it and then the gun shoots.
Yes. Exactly that.
Dangerous. This is dangerous shit.
You hit someone with the weight turns into a gun. You're like, how does this Who developed this technology?
Yep.
You're also using fax machines. I didn't think you were here yet. Honestly, guys.
I mean, their priorities are in different areas.
Japan's priorities are fucked. They got a big old Gundam now that walks. But these motherfuckers still...
It doesn't walk
per se, but they're on the right...
Moves.
It moves.
I've been there. It's neat.
Is it cool?
It's okay.
I'm gonna go. They're on the right track, though, you know?
Yeah, they're getting there.
They're getting there. Japan is looking to make some Gundams, and they're on the right path. But also, they have fax machines. So it's like, guys, come on. Focus. Like, you gotta... I get they want Gundams. And I know Sugar's got a secret plan to... Prime Minister Sugar.
Yep.
Got a secret plan to get that Deaf Gundam made by 2025. But could you at least digitize while you're doing it? Like,
yeah. I mean, you gotta have a computer to run the Gundam.
That's what I'm saying.
Have a fucking fax machine in the Gundam.
They can't all.
Please, fax my orders to the arm of the Gundam and tell it what to do, please.
They can't get the Gundam working because they need to put a fax machine inside the cockpit so the orders can be sent through.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Fax the Gundam pilot to let him know that he's got to go to coordinates 8-2-3.
Yeah.
And it's like, we got a paper jam in the Gundam. We got a paper jam in the Gundam.
He doesn't know what to do now.
Doesn't know what to, he's not trained for this.
Yeah.
They got to send a smaller Gundam in to repair the fax machine.
Yep.
The fax machine.
That sounds about right for Japan.
Yeah, literally, yeah. With the bureaucracy going through. Fucking needless, dude, honestly. Oh, shit, but I got, as mentioned before, my family sent me a big old package of stuff. I didn't know it was coming as well. It's very...
Oh, that's good.
Dude, yeah, it came out of nowhere. The funniest thing is, so I made a Twitter thing, an Instagram thing about this. So I answered my door, and I knew the guy who was delivering the package.
Yeah.
Because it was the same guy who delivered it last time. Because because it's Japan. You work for the same company forever.
Forever and ever until you die.
And you have the same area you cover forever and ever until you die. So I open the door. It's the same dude. And I've not seen this dude since he delivered the last big package. So I'm like, oh. I was like, oh, なんか、見たことあるんだ。He's like, oh, so. I was like, 待って。でかくない? So like, we're going through this whole thing where I'm like, I've seen you before. that's a big old box. Is that my box? And he's like, of course it is. And I was like, hold on a minute. So we're like, because I've not seen him in like 2 years or something. We're just talking about the fact that I'm getting giant boxes from the UK. And he's like, did you order something nice? And I'm like, no, my family sent me some shit. He's like, oh, cool. What did they send you? I'm like, I have no idea.
Could be stuff.
Probably snacks and cool shit. He's like, nice.
Was it snacks?
David, it was snacks.
Lots of snacks.
My family do this thing where when they send me a box, they put like loose chocolate in the box.
Okay.
So like little caramels and like Cadbury's things. Yeah. So I'm going for the box trying to like, they sent cereal. Real cereal, David.
Real cereal.
God
Not
damn.
that fake shit.
Not that fucking fake shit you get in Japan. Listen, I hate cereal in Japan.
It's not bad.
So it's not cereal. Every time.
Here's the only problem with cereal in Japan. There's only one cereal.
Yes.
It's okay.
The cereal.
But I need some. Speaking of cereal, though, this reminded me now. I bought. Do you know the cereal that's like it's like square and then inside it's like filled with like fruit? Sugary goodness?
Oh no! What the fuck's that?
Yeah. So like I bought one that's like the outside crunchy part is chocolate and the inside is like matcha like cream.
Yes, I know what that is. Yeah.
It's so fucking good, but god damn is it sweet.
It's not breakfast.
No, it's not. Like that's like a dessert. Honestly, yes.
I feel like
it's sold as breakfast, but it is dessert.
This is like the weird influence from America where like all the breakfast cereals are basically like sugar. Mm-hmm. Does Canada have the same thing, but all the cereals...
they're probably the same, I would imagine.
See, when I eat cereal like an old man. Mm-hmm. Like the cereals I like are stuff like Weetabix.
Yeah.
Or like the...
I like a good Shreddies.
Oh, love me some... Do you have the... So same idea what you're talking about, the chocolate things filled with matcha. Mm-hmm. But the ones I like are like fruit wheats or something.
Oh, yeah.
Like little weedy squares and inside
we have
like
something
fruit.
similar. What the hell is it called? Mini wheats.
Mini wheats. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
My mother sent me like 2-3 boxes of those.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, those are like... So the way I eat that... Let me explain how I eat that cereal, because it's not good for me. So I sit down with all the milk in the house, a bowl, a spoon, and the entire box of cereal. And I begin to eat cereal until there is no cereal left or there is no milk left. And I'll do it every time. Like I've eaten...
That's a lot of cereal.
Yes, I've eaten entire boxes of cereal in one sitting.
Jesus Christ.
How unhealthy is that, dude?
I don't think, like...
Right?
I don't think there's enough room in my body to eat that much. That's a lot of cereal.
Especially the, like the fruity wheat ones, like the fibery ones.
Yeah, those are like filling, right?
Oh, those are stable. Yeah. Those are so fucking... When I was a student, when I was younger, when I was like going through the whole... You know when you're growing and you just eat a ton?
Mm-hmm.
So my stage of me growing and eating a ton was just like devouring cereal. Mm-hmm. So I remember there was a time where I ate an entire box of cereal in like 2 sittings. It wasn't over like a few days. It was like... I sat down, I ate a bunch of cereal.
He ate all the cereal?
Yeah, I ate all the cereal. I watched a bunch of anime. I came back to the cereal to finish the job. I remember my mother coming home being like, didn't I buy cereal? And I'm like, I don't tell you.
Weird things happened while you were gone.
Listen, ghosts, perhaps of Christ. I don't know. I can't help you, but the cereal's gone. That's all I know for sure. Like, I think that was the whole thing in my house where... I would just eat everything.
That's you need to follow Musashi's rule number 1 of accept things the way that they are.
Accept things where they are, mother. Like,
yep, that's just the way they are.
I remember my mother bought me. I like weird things, like interesting flavored things, or like peculiar like tastes of items, or like my mother got me Jaffa cakes, but they were like passion fruit Jaffa cakes.
That's weird, because like aren't like Jaffa cakes with like filled with
orange jelly?
Orange, really?
Yeah, it's like an orange jelly.
Maybe I'm thinking of Fig Newtons.
Oh, those are good, David.
Yeah, Fig Newtons are...
Holy shit, those are good. Yeah.
I love a Fig Newton.
David, stop. I want one now.
They're so good. So like, I don't even really like figs, but Fig Newtons are fucking
David,
great.
No one likes figs. They're not good. But Fig Newtons...
Yeah.
Man, Isaac Newton was a genius for making them figs. It's the only thing he was famous for.
Electricity...
Fig Newtons, that's it. And in like...
He stole electricity from Tesla, so, you know.
Literally. The only thing he really has to put down his name is them
Fig Newtons.
Them good old Newtons.
But what a thing.
Imagine he goes to like an award ceremony, he thinks it's for like electricity, but everyone's like, them Newton's amazing. We love you. Good job, Isaac.
Nobel Prize for cooking.
He's like, but I made electricity. Yeah. So
whatever.
We know. So we can see the Fig Newton's bell. We understand this.
We got it. We need something to run the machines to make the Fig Newtons.
We understand, Isaac. Shut the fuck up. Take this award for Fig Newtons. Good job. Next up, Kellogg's. Good job making... Great cereal. Fucking 8 out of 10. Good effort. Really weird about the whole masturbation thing. We're not going to talk about that. Do you know about that?
What?
Do you know about that?
No.
So basically, I think the story goes that, like, the guy who made Kellogg's wanted to make a cereal really boring, so, like, it would stop people from masturbating or something like that. The story is jumbled in my mind, but the guy was against... He was like a hardcore, Chris...
What?
Google it. He was type in...
He's gonna make...
Type in...
Cereal.
Type in Kellogg's doesn't like masturbation.
Kellogg's doesn't want you to...
Masturbate.
Yeah. Okay.
See?
Corn Flakes are part of an anti-masturbation crusade?
I rest my case.
What the fuck?
Do I know all the facts? No. Are some of them probably wrong? Yes. But it's a hilarious story.
What the fuck?
Yo. Right? Insane. He was basically like... You got the story? You got it?
Yeah, just let me... Uh-huh.
I love
Harvey Kellogg. He was a doctor?
Yes. Of course. How else would he synthesize the Kellogg's Corn Flakes?
Oh, I see what's happening here. He's a virgin, right?
Is he a virgin?
Well, it says the good doctor was a bit uncomfortable about sex, thinking it was detrimental to physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being.
I mean, it's not.
He personally abstained from it. Liar.
Liar.
And never consummated his marriage.
Okay.
Cuck.
His wife was legit consummating all the
He and his wife were kept in separate bedrooms and adopted all of their children.
Oh, definitely ED.
Sex with your wife was bad, but masturbation was even worse.
Sex with your wife was bad? But she's your wife now. Fucking poor woman.
Self-pollution is a crime doubly abominable.
Self-pollution?
Jerking off is self-pollution.
But I mean, okay.
Sure.
Kellogg's, you're a weirdo, but you made a good-ass cereal. It backfired. You sprinkle a little sugar on that, everything's reversed.
He thought that meat and certain flavorful or seasoned foods increase sexual desire.
Are you...
What?
Yeah, and that's why he decided to make a plain old cereal with just corn and milk.
So this man was just a nut job.
Yep.
Does this man know how milk gets made?
Shh. David, okay. Leave him on. Has this man never had the pure joy of a Fig Newton? If he did, he'd change everything.
You'd think so.
You would think so. But yeah, I like a lot of these things we sort of take for granted today, or like eat normally today, normally have like weird, crazy ties to them.
Man, cornflakes to stop you masturbating.
Imagine if it worked though. Imagine if somehow he was right.
But why would it work?
I don't know. People are crazy, David. Especially weird.
Yeah, I know that much.
Man, you go back to like the 1800s, 1700s.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
no one knew what the fuck was going on.
No. It's so weird because like you look back in history and it's like we built the pyramids.
Yes, we did.
Great Wall of China.
I helped personally.
Kellogg's stopped you masturbating. Like the A to B to C on that one is very. I don't get it. And like this man was an accredited doctor, right? Like that's even crazier.
Oh, so speaking of which, I was talking to my friend yesterday a little bit. She's a nurse, so I was like, "Bro, you're gonna get that vaccine, you know?"
In Japan.
Japan.
Okay,
I was like, "Bro, you get that? You get the vaccine. It's gonna be good. Get it done." She's like, "Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get it yet." I'm like, "Huh, bitch, you a nurse? Get that vaccine. If I had a choice to get it, I would get it. Get the vaccine." She's like, "Oh, I don't know. Like, I've been reading some like strange things about it online." I'm like, "You need to stay off online." I was like, "Why do you think? What's strange about it?" She's like, "Oh, apparently it doesn't work on Asian bodies." Exactly.
What?
I was baffled. I was like, "Do you think that because the vaccine was made in America, it only works on white people?" She's like, no, but like, listen, like I read this thing and it said like it doesn't work on Japanese bodies. And I was like, do you think America is 100% white people? Because that is what you're telling me right now. I was like, you realize that in these trials, they have to test everyone? Are you dumb? because I think you're dumb. That's really dumb. So eventually I was like, where are you getting this information? Where did you hear this? She goes, oh, someone I work with. And I was like, if you say that person is a doctor, that person is basically a Facebook mom. Because that's insane. Yeah. She was like, yeah, a doctor said it. And he's a doctor. I respect him. I was like, no. The man's a doctor. He's not in pharmaceuticals. Right. He ain't making viruses. He's not making cures. He ain't making
vaccines. There's definitely a difference between someone who is a doctor and someone who is a like virologist,
pharmaceutical. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is what I've been telling you. I'm like, yeah, the guy might be a doctor, but he doesn't know shit about the thing he's talking about. So what's his face? Fucking Dr. Kellogg's. Yeah, he's a doctor. The man, doctor of cereal, makes a good old fucking snack right there. Them Kellogg's snack bars.
Oh man, yeah, Corn Flakes are great.
Corn Flakes are fucking good.
Yeah, Corn Flakes with some banana on top.
David. Yes. Little blueberry in there.
Yeah. Oh man, it's fucking great. See, like, this is the thing is like, he succeeded in making an extremely bland cereal, but he also succeeded in making the everyman cereal because you can just use it. It is usable for everything. It
is that and Weetabix. Yeah, is like my go-to cereals. Weetabix also dangerous because I'll eat an entire. You know they come like the tubes, like the paper tubes of Weetabix. Yeah, man, I'll eat that whole tube.
Jesus, that's a lot of Weetabix.
David, no one's gonna stop me. I'll eat that whole tube. If no one is around to stop me, if I wake up in the morning and I'm like, hello, is anyone home? No one's home. You done fucked up, guys. I'm about to eat everything in this fucking house. And I will, like, children, them Petit Falou children-sized yogurts. Yep. I'll eat that whole six-pack.
Petit Falou.
You ain't heard that in a while.
That's a
callback.
That's a non-podcast, half a decade old callback. Holy shit.
Did we tell that story on the podcast?
I don't think we ever did.
I'll tell this fucking story. It's so dumb. So when we first came to Japan 5 years ago now. Yep. Look at that. When we first came like 5 years ago, we were all in the exact same training group. And our training group had a lot of Brits in the training group. Yeah. And we were the most loudest, uzai, fucking the worst behaved people. Like that week especially, I was on my worst behavior. Because like I felt like I was above it all. I was like, this is dumb. I don't care. You're telling me about how to like teach kids. That I'm gonna listen to. But you're also telling me like how to live in Japan, and that I will not listen from you. Like I speak more Japanese than all of you cunts. I'm not here to listen to this bullshit. So we spent the whole week basically fucking around. And
basically.
Yeah, it was great. And it was so fun. And one of the stupid jokes that just kept coming back was like the Brits talking about Petit Falou, which is a tiny yogurt. Like tiny little fucking yogurt. And if you have a tablespoon, you cannot get
the bottom
the
of
last that you gotta use it. You can't get it out there. So these weird stories began about like tongue fucking the Petit Falou to get the last of it out, and everyone just being really loud and obnoxious about the whole Petit Falou fiasco. Like every answer to a question was, "Is it a Petit Falou?" Like it was, it became like a whole thing, and like
it was literally like a meme for the entire like 2 week training period.
It was like an entire. It was a great meme, dude. Honestly, but you could tell that people outside the circle were getting very mad about.
Yeah, because I think like for me, like I have no idea what Petit Falou is. No. Right? Like I've never tongue fucked a Petit Falou.
You missed out.
Not once. Not once. I know. Hey, I'm trying to, cut back on the masturbation. Okay?
I mean,
cornflakes
only. Dry, no milk.
Yeah, dry, no milk.
Back, dry.
Just like my dick. Dry, no milk.
Dry, no milk.
Yep.
It's always milk.
But yeah, like I know what it is, right? Because like I think there's a similar type of yogurt in Canada.
Yeah.
Some Yoplait or
some bullshit like that. Yeah.
Tubes.
Dude, it was funny. Like, but you can tell people were not. They were not on. They were not having it. But it was funny. We liked it. Training. I think training was a lot of just like memes and fuckery. But was there anyone that took it seriously? Like, I don't think so.
There's probably some people who took it seriously. I mean, like, I took it as seriously as I could think it could have been.
Yeah. Like, yeah. You take it as like the bits that you're gonna need later on,
yeah,
you'll take seriously. Like there were some bits about like teaching and shit, and I was like, I gotta take this seriously because this is stuff I don't really know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But those other things like, hey guys, we're gonna teach you about doing laundry in Japan. Oh my God, you need to
stick it in the machine, hang it out outside. If it's raining, don't put it outside. Your clothes will get wet. It's not hard.
It's not hard.
Like, yeah, I understand that. You say that though. You say that it's not hard.
Oh no, go on.
But there's a lot of people who are fucking dumb.
Remember we saw that thing on Reddit about a guy asking how to change light bulbs in Japan?
Oh my God. You know what? Okay.
He's so done.
So we should have just like a single episode where we just go through like our Japan life and laugh at all the fucking people who are just absolutely stupid.
Some are brilliant.
It's amazing. Like, okay, if you are a person who wants to get to Japan, the level that you have to pass is rock fucking bottom. It's so low. Man, that shit's what causes earthquakes in Japan. It's fucking tectonic. It's we
down there. We
so
below
down
the plates. There. I think that's the general problem. Like that's kind of why I like our Japan life. It's one of those things where if I'm feeling like I'm having a bad day, if I'm like, do you know what? Today I didn't work as hard as I could have. You know, I could have studied 20 more minutes of Japanese today.
Sure.
I could have lifted 5 kilograms more at the gym. You know, it wasn't my best day ever today, you know? Scrolling through our life, and I'm like, oh, I'm having an amazing day.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers can't change light bulbs. I got people living here for 20 years, and they're like, my wife, turns out she was cheating on me, and it's like, oh no, well, there's signs like, yeah, man, she just kept having weekend trips with the girls.
Yeah.
But like, all the girls were doing other things on Instagram.
That, man, I read a story on Japan Life this week that absolutely blew my mind as to like how fucking gullible and how fucking stupid people are. So like, okay, story goes like this, right? Lady doesn't live in Japan. She's from the UK.
Oh God.
But she didn't know where to ask the question, right?
Okay.
So she's like, I'll ask you people because like you're in the know more than me. First mistake. First fucking mistake.
Fucking mistake.
But anyway,
one.
she's like, so I've been talking to this guy, this UK guy, and he lives in Japan. He lives in like bumfuck Inaka nowhere, and you know he moved there when he was 18 because he moved with his then girlfriend, and they got married and they had a kid. But then life hits you hard and fast, and I forget specifically what the specific word, but he did something or something happened, and she ended up committing suicide. So like now
wife?
Yeah, the wife, right? So this is the story that she's been told by this guy.
Holy,
right?
oh, that's bullshit. But yeah, okay, holy shit.
So he's like, oh yeah, I live in bumfuck Inaka, but when we got married, me and my wife, her dad bought this house for us, but it's still in his name, and all this other like it's still in the dad's name because the dad didn't want to give it to them as like a thing, right? So like already that's like a red flag to me. Yeah. But she's like, oh yeah, and like they fucking hate me, and they have this housekeeper that comes to the house and keeps tabs on me all the time, and she's like, yeah, sometimes when I'm talking to them on Skype, I can see her walking around in the background just hanging out, and like sometimes the grandpa comes in and he's like doing this, that, and the other stuff, and people are like,
it's literally the wife.
Yes, that is 100% what people said. They're like, his wife is not dead, that is his wife, he's fed you the most bullshit story.
That's literally his wife, you fucking
and like retard. These are the kind of people who are here, right?
Holy shit,
like how the fuck
David, no wait, I can't David,
it blows my mind.
Shit. Holy fucking shit. So he told this woman that his wife died of suicide.
Yeah.
And then like the woman clearly walked past the camera.
No, like multiple times. Like she's like, "Oh, I see her in the background all the time."
And he's like, so she must have been like, "Who's that? Oh, housekeeper."
Yeah, yes, exactly.
You know how the conversation went as well. It was
right,
like,
and this guy's like keeps like pushing. He's like, oh, I want to move back to the UK. I don't want to be here. I want to move back to the UK. But like I have this house and my daughter's here and blah 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 blah. Right? And she's like, yeah, that seems kind of sus. And I'm like, yeah, you think
it's like if you really want to move back to the UK and your wife,
just do it.
You just do it. If your wife is dead and like you just go. You just go.
Take your daughter and
you just go.
Move to the UK or leave her with her grandparents
and just go.
Yeah,
like it's not hard.
But she's like, "Oh, I want to come visit you in Japan." He was like adamant, like, "No."
He's like, "Oh, no."
He's like, "No, you can't."
No. That the housekeeper is
So
territorial.
people immediately were like, "Yo, that's just his wife."
Yeah,
100%.
You dumb. That's just his wife. Wow. Scum all over.
Yeah,
that's insane.
The amount of people who are just kuzu in this.
Kuzu is a very good word in Japanese, by the way. We need to. She should dox this man.
Yeah.
This man needs to be doxed.
And the man's like 40 years old, right? Like, he's been here forever.
Oh,
so it's like, there's no excuse. You're just a gross
You're
fuck.
just scum, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that in Japan, though. That's the problem. Yeah. I feel like even... Like, I have my Joshikai friends.
Mm-hmm.
Love these girls. God damn. Joshikai is like a girls' party. I have this like group of all female friends, and they're like... What do they call me?
Asshole.
Yeah, that. But also... they're like... gay, non-gay best friend type thing.
The gay, non-gay best friend.
Because I'll have Joshikai and I'm always invited as well. And I'm like, yay, Joshikai. It's like house moms, like, I think they're all married now, actually, thinking about it. They are, yeah. It's all like wives and stuff now, basically. So I have these Joshikais and Jordan. And I'm just there like, yay, tea. Yay. Because it's always like in a cafe or something. So I'm like, yay, gossip and tea. It's always fun. Because some are married to foreigners and some are married to like Japanese guys. And the woman that's married to a foreigner, he's from the UK as well.
Yeah.
So she's always like, I've never met this man. I've never met him. So she's always like, you got to meet my husband. You get along so well. You're both from the UK. And I'm like, I will not get along with him. I promise. I asked 3 questions. I was like, what does he do for a living? How long has he been in Japan? Does he speak Japanese? And that was what I had to ask. What does he do for a living? Teaches English. Oh, that's cool. How long has he been in Japan for? About 15 years. Oh, interesting. Does he speak Japanese? No. We're not going to get along. I know we're not going to get along. Like, when you hear those things, you have an image of who this person is, you know?
Right.
Like, I can see this man. This man has skated through his time in Japan, put no effort, no work into it, got married to a woman who speaks Japanese and English, and then she's just like...
Yeah.
She can do the heavy lifting from now on, get this woman pregnant, then she'll have, like... however many children plus me, basically.
Plus me. I'm the plus one.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like, the husbands or, like, the non-Japanese speaking humans always become, like, the plus one, right?
Yeah, it's true.
It's like an extra child you gotta look after.
Weirdly enough, yeah, that's the case.
I know it's normally said of, like, marriage in general anyway. Like, the husband is always, like, an extra child. It's like a joke.
Yeah, maybe if he's useless.
Yeah, if he's useless, that's what it is. It's like having an extra child. America, the same joke has been told. Like, oh, I've got, how many children you got? Oh, 2 plus my husband. Ha 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 ha. Great joke there, you know? It's just like bullshit. But same thing in Japan. It's like that same joke can be told. And it's funny for a while. But then also it's like, this is less funny because this man is like constantly stuck in the toddler stage. It's like having a 5-year-old all the time because this man is not going to get literate.
Yeah.
It's like the same where a 5-year-old would be like, Mom, what does this kanji say? And you go, oh, that's hoshi. That means want. You go, oh, thanks. If your husband comes to you, wife, what does this kanji mean? Ringo. It's fucking katakana, you dumbass.
Yeah,
get out of here.
Does Ringo even have a kanji? He probably does.
Go and play your Switch and leave me alone. You're 55 now. Get out. Go.
Yeah.
Please learn some basic kana.
Yeah. Well, I mean, speaking of, like, since it has been 5 years.
It has been.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Been here a while. I assume both of us probably... When was the last time you went back? Like, I went back, like, the first year I was here.
And that's it?
Yeah, and that's it. So, like, I haven't been home in, like, 3 or 4 years.
I haven't been home in 2 years now. I was meant to go back last year, but I couldn't because... Corona.
Yeah. So, like, we wanted to talk about, like, stuff that you miss from your home country now. Because, like, now it's been half a decade, which, to me... Thinking about it, like when you mention that, and you're like, oh yeah, we want to talk about stuff that we miss from back home,
the motherland. Yeah,
and I was like, holy fuck, like it has been 5 years. It does not feel like 5 years.
Flies, dude. Holy shit. God damn. I think you said it to me as well first. You were like, it's gonna be 5 years in March, and I was like, bullshit. It's gonna be 5 years in March. Been telling people I've been here for 3 years for the last 3 years.
Yeah,
It can't be 5 years already. And I'm like, you're right, dude. It's insane.
It's 5 years. Fuck.
God damn. Yeah, it's been good. It's been fun. Lots of drinking. My liver is definitely not the best for it.
Wow, it's definitely been curbed a lot this year for me.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it's gotta be done.
Yeah.
Do you miss anything from Canada?
Oh god.
Remember you said you don't.
Yeah, honestly, like So you mentioned this like earlier this week, and at the time I told you I don't think that there's anything that I miss.
I know one thing you definitely miss from Canada.
Oh, okay, what's that?
Sugar shacks.
What the fuck is...
It's the only thing I know about Canada.
What the fuck is this shit? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, those weird shacks where they pour maple syrup on fucking snow and you roll it with a stick and you eat it.
Why is it in a shack?
I assume everything's in a shack in Canada. Like, I don't fucking know.
We're not the hobo who rides the rails and lives.
You're not.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not a.
I think it's called a sugar shack anyway.
I think so. Where I grew up, there's like no maple trees, like zero.
There's none.
Yeah, it's all out east from where I live. So like that is not a thing that I can identify with at all.
Man, I want to go to a Lysandra was... Yeah, it is called a sugar shack, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that makes sense because she's from out east.
She was telling me... This is it. Lysandra was telling me about...
oh, yeah, dude, I've had that before. It's fucking great.
Had it?
Yeah.
Is it literally just syrup and snow?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, fuck.
Basically.
That sounds amazing.
It's like taffy. Like, you make the maple syrup into taffy.
Oh, dude, that sounds amazing.
Or like, there's like a Japanese snack that's the same. It's like sugar.
Mizame.
Yeah, mizame. It's exactly like mizame except maple.
Dude, I fucking love mizame. When you go to the what do you call it? The matsuri, the festivals, and you just have like the mizame shit.
Oh, it's literally just like solid sugar.
It's solid. It's pure sugar.
It's pure sugar, like 100% pure sugar.
It's so bad for you, dude.
Yeah, it's terrible for you, but I don't give a fuck. It tastes great.
Dude, it's great. I remember I got one. I'd never had it before.
It's so fun too.
It's so fun. So I'm waiting in line for like this sugar. It's cheap as well. It's like 100 yen.
Yeah, it's not.
It's like dumb like that. So I'm waiting in line for this like this stuff, and with one of my friends, and I'm like, "What is this?" She's like, "Oh, it's like muzame. You should try it." And I'm like, "All right, cool, whatever." There's always games attached to it. I have no idea what color I want. Apparently the taste is all the same.
Yes.
Just the color's different. So I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. What do I pick? This kid next to me is like, Aka, get the red one. He said, get the fucking red one. Bro, you gotta get the red one. The red one's the best one. And I'm like,
okay.
Alright, whatever, dude. I was like, give me 2 red ones. I'm giving the red one to this kid, and the kid's like, yeah, I got a red one too. And I'm just like, are the flavors different? I'm asking my friend, and she's like, no. She's like, it's exactly the same. I'm like, so why are they different colors? And we just look at this kid, and I'm like, to trick children. Because children are dumb.
Children are dumb.
I cut you off. Speaking of it, you were saying something you missed about Canada.
Nothing. Like, literally nothing.
Holy shit, nothing?
Literally nothing.
Literally nothing. What about...
I honestly can't think of a singular thing that I'm like, I miss that.
Dave, what about snow?
Nope.
You don't miss snow?
Nope.
Dave, what, you love snow?
Nope. Nope, that's incorrect. False.
David, how about black ice?
Nope. No, that's, no.
Isn't it a national pastime to love black ice in Canada?
No, we're racist.
Fucking black ice. God. Honey, it's back. You can get the gun. It's like shooting the floor.
Why do you think Canadians like snow and dislike black ice? Obviously.
The nation is racist.
Weather is racist.
That's a very good... I'm going to have to use that joke one day. There's a structure that works with that.
Probably.
That's very funny. Oh, man. No, I feel you. There's not much I miss about the UK either.
Like, the only thing I can think of, and this was the only thing, is I miss being able to go to the store and buy raspberry jam.
Yo!
That's the only thing I miss.
David, I should have got my mother to send raspberry jam.
That and peanut butter.
Real
peanut butter.
Yeah.
That's it. Those are the only 2 things.
Yeah.
Imagine the entire country of Canada. You've amounted to raspberry jam and peanut butter.
David, it just sounds like you want a PB&J.
Yes. 100%.
David, what do you miss about Canada? PB&J.
Yep.
That's it.
It's not the same. Man, strawberry jam.
No, it's not the same.
And peanut cream is not the same as a regular PB&J.
No. My ice. Do the most? I felt a bit sick just thinking about it just now. Do you want to hear the most ghastly thing my friend has ever done?
Sure. Yeah.
I genuinely was gonna throw up.
Okay.
So I'm at his house. I'm chilling. I'm like, bro, do you got any peanut butter? He's like, yeah. I was like, cool. Gonna make myself a sandwich. He's like, go for it. I opened the fridge. For some reason, it was in the fridge. I know.
Yeah, you don't put peanut butter in the fridge.
It's peanuts cream.
Ew.
I look at him and I go, bro, this ain't peanut butter. This is peanuts cream. He's like, oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, it's different, right? Peanut butter and peanut cream. I'm like, yeah. It's night and day. Mm-hmm. These are two different things, dude.
It's not even close.
It's fucking yin and yang. These don't even look the same. This is disgusting. And he's like, I love peanuts cream. I was like,
peanut cream is like you take 10% peanuts and 90% sugar.
Yes.
As opposed to the opposite, which is 100% peanuts and 0% bullshit. Sugar.
Exactly. My man, ready? He goes, but I love peanuts cream. And I'm like, no one loves peanut cream. It's disgusting. It tastes like trash.
Yeah, it's garbage.
He goes, no, really, it's like my favorite thing on a sandwich. Then he takes the thing, the tub, spoons a spoonful out of it, and just eats it. Just there. Just there and then.
God.
He just puts it in his...
That's like on the same tier as like eating just like mayonnaise.
Like out of a jar with your hands. Like, yeah. I was so mad at him.
Like a fucking barbarian.
How dare you? In front of me. In front of my salad. How dare you do this? Disgusting. Fucking disgusting.
I'm disappointed and my day is ruined.
Oh my god, my disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
Yeah.
But that's it. I think what I miss about the UK. Oh. I think the thing I missed most about the UK is weird Christmassy things, like mince pies. We don't have eggnog in the UK.
Eggnog is good, but I don't miss eggnog.
Nah.
See, like here's the thing. It's like, oh, there's things that I like that I can only get in Canada, but I don't miss those things.
I miss mince pies.
Okay.
I generally love those things.
You like them that much?
I fucking love them, dude. I got a jar of mince pie, like mince meat filling, so I'm going to make my own eventually, but generally things I miss about the UK, that, and I guess this is a real one. Like, I love going to stores and like people aren't overly happy.
So like you're gonna have to explain this one to me because like I don't get it.
So you know when you go into convenience stores and everyone's like, "Irashaimase."
No, I mean it happens some places.
I don't like that.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't like it. There are days I'm just like, stop.
Okay.
Stop it.
I mean, like, I hate it more when you know, you go to a shopping, like, a supermarket. Or you go to a supermarket, and there's, like, the guy in the meat section, and he's just yelling, "Irashaimase! Irashaimase! Sakana ga oishii!"
Over and over again. Over and over again.
And he just, like...
Yeah, he won't stop.
And he just doesn't stop.
I hate that guy, but also there are times where I really like that guy. When he's making the meat cheaper.
Oh, then you know.
That's when I gotta
it's give and take.
I gotta love hate with that guy. If I go to there and he's like, "Irashai, niku, yasui, oishii, uwa," I'm always like, my man, like, shut up, man. I can hear you through my music. That's not good. That means you're screaming these words to me. Like, what is different about this meat today than yesterday or the day after that? Like, same supplier, same meat. Get out of here. But then, when it's got that discount gun, and he's like, "Irashai, irashai, yasui." I'm like, is that 50% off? Alright.
Yeah, I mean,
alright.
That's a little bit different, though.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
I can understand too, where, you know, just people you just want to go into a place and buy your shit and then get out. Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I don't really like. I don't know. There's something weird about the whole fake. And it's weird because it's really fake as well. Yeah.
I think both of us have worked that job, like on the other side of the counter, have worked that job, so you know that those people are all just faking it.
Miserable,
like they don't give an absolute singular fuck.
I kind of feel like bad for them as well.
Yeah,
like when I was working,
because they have to do it. Right?
To do it. It's so upsetting. Like when I was working trashy retail, I could at least like not care and outwardly show that I don't care.
Okay, yeah, fair.
You know what I mean? Like I'll be in retail just like, yeah, what do you want? Next, what do you want? I want that. You can have cool, £7. Here's your change. Next, what do you want? Like I'm not getting paid enough to put emotion into this job to give to.
Right, yeah.
At the time when I was working my worst retail job, I was also working like 2 or 3 other jobs, and I was working a really bad like 6 a.m. shift. Yeah. And the woman kept being, I turned up late once, and she was like, "If you keep turning up late, just don't come in." I was like, okay. I just didn't come in. The next week, she was mad. She's like, "Where are you?" I was like, "You said don't come in." Like
you've told this story.
Yeah, I've told this. Yes, exactly. Yeah, that it's like the job was like so whatever that it didn't matter,
right?
To me personally, and I feel like a lot of these guys like having just this smile and be all fake happy. Yeah.
I wonder though, like maybe if you're just like you fake happy, then maybe one day you just are happy.
That's not how it works, David.
The illusion becomes reality.
That's not how it works, David. You're just sad and fake happy forever. It's not like fake. It's like fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
but what's the?
If you're depressed, stop it.
Stop it. Get some help.
Just be happy. That's all you have to do to stop depression. Just be happy.
Wait, you're hungry? Stop it.
Stop. Just don't be hungry.
Don't be hungry.
That's always the best advice that you can get on something.
I feel like
hey, do you feel like this? Stop it.
Just stop it. Isn't that like every Republican argument in like?
Can you just not be gay?
Yeah. Could you? What do you mean you have no money? Could you reverse that?
Could you just not be poor?
Stop being.
Get money.
It's like 20 Republicans in the room just thinking like, guys, how do we stop the poor from being poor? It's like, has anyone? Hi, yeah, John Barrymore II. Has anyone told them to stop? Fucking write that down. Make a bill about that.
It is now illegal to not try to be poor.
But did you try? How hard did you try to not be poor?
Did you buy your bootstraps?
Did you buy your bootstraps? It's only $299.99. 28 payments of $299.
That's why I'm poor.
28 payments of $299.99. That's all you need.
Fucking as seen on TV bootstraps.
As seen on TV bootstraps.
Got Vince from fucking ShamWow.
Oh, I love that kid, dude. Holy shit. Bang, just like that, my poverty's gone. Bang, fucking.
Look, I pull them, they don't break.
They don't bend. Hanging up on the really high hook, pull myself up with these bootstraps, boom! Not poor anymore.
He just does like a crossfade of him like pulling up the bootstraps and crossfades to him like being like in a tuxedo. He's like, just like that, it's done.
That's all it took. That's
bam, there it is.
Kaboom! That's it. What was the ShamWow one? You follow me, camera guy?
You following this camera guy?
You following this camera guy? Man, I would have loved to be the camera guy in the fucking ShamWow commercials. They look like
fucking slap chop.
Fucking slap chop, dude. The thing is, we don't get these commercials in the UK.
Oh no!
But I know about these.
Oh, because they're on YouTube or whatever, right?
I know them just from YouTube.
Have you ever seen the fucking slap chop remix?
No. Is it good?
Oh, dude, it's fucking great.
We gotta watch it after.
Yeah, we'll watch it after the podcast.
There's a really good what's that? Epic Rap Battles of History.
Yeah.
Had a very good the ShamWow guy versus the slap chop guy, something like that. You know that the
ShamWow guy is the slap.
Chop. Forgive me.
You're thinking of Billy Mays.
Yeah, then Billy Mays
from Frogs.
Yeah, dude. Yes. Fuck, dude. What
is this podcast?
Dude, I fucking love it. It's so good. Does Japan have those?
What?
Those weird commercials where they're like selling at weird
shit? No,
shit?
because they have shopping channels still. Like it's fucking 1982 and you can phone in to buy stuff on TV.
Right, Japan has shopping channels.
Japan still has shopping channels.
Holy fuck, that's
what
right.
The fuck?
Sometimes like middle of the day you turn your TV on and it's just like a shopping channel.
I bet you if I turned the TV on right now there'd be a shopping channel on channel 4 or 5.
It's never anything good.
I mean, Japan only has 10 channels.
That's all. They can't afford it anymore. Not with this infrastructure.
No. I mean, the Fuji TV building doesn't pay for itself. That thing is fucking weird.
That thing, dude, listen.
Go Google the Fuji TV building.
It's weird.
Yeah.
They should put an antenna up on Mount Fuji so we can...
Oh, man, just put like a satellite dish up there?
Yeah. Just put a Gundam on there, dude.
Oh, yeah, why not?
When it erupts, the Gundam can fight the lava.
You can punch it back down?
Yeah, dude. Get a big old Gundam up there. Did you do? Stop Fuji erupting, put a cork in it, like a bathtub.
Yeah.
Just,
yeah, but the guy won't know what to do if they don't put a fax machine up there, so...
That's true, yeah. We're going to need that. We'll send the Gundam up with the fax machine inside of it. We just send the Gundam out. We're like, go!
There you go.
Top Fuji.
That's problem solving.
Do you know what we should do? Have a Gundam, but the Gundam is a fax machine.
Ooh.
And it just faxes. Oh, Transformer! There we go, I've done it.
Nice.
Transformer, and it's a giant...
fax machine.
It's like robots in disguise, but it's
still just a giant fax machine. It's not like in Transformers where like they're giant robots and then they change to like a handgun or something something small. It's just a giant robot that changes into a giant fax machine.
Giant house-sized fax machine, and it's like Retardimus Prime. You're getting it wrong. You gotta fucking stop. Transform into something more discreet. Transforms with a giant blender. Yep. It's like, fuck it.
The second someone loses the matrix of leadership, it just all falls apart like an actual Japanese company.
I bet that's how powers transfer between prime ministers in Japan.
The matrix of leadership.
Abe opens his chest. It's an onigiri.
Here you go.
It's like a shiny golden onigiri comes out. Gives it
to like a boss relief of Mount Fuji.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, I think transforms over. Everyone's like, happens every month.
You got the touch.
You got the touch. Yes, dude. Fuck yeah, but it's in Japanese.
You got the touch.
Yes, it's in Japanese, but it's in English.
It's just all it's just they've katakanized the entire song. The entire song.
You've got the touch, and you've got the power.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Can we make that song?
Oh yeah, I'm sure we could.
It's like when we know for a fact that we're gonna get cancelled, like this, when we listen to me. When we know,
so like 20 minutes after we press stop on this episode,
that we've had worse. This is okay.
What episode do you think is worse than this?
I gotta look back. I've said worse shit.
Oh, okay.
I've definitely said worse shit. So when we know for a fact, like we feel the post on Twitter, we're like, oh, we're gonna get cancelled in like 20 minutes. I'll come here and we'll quickly record the entire katakana version of "You Got the Touch."
Hey, it plays at the end of that movie.
Yo, we'll do it. We'll release it. We'll put it online. Boom. Then we'll get cancelled. There's lots of cancelable things I want to do, but I'm waiting to like I'm just there. Then we'll do all of them. Then I'll do my apology tour. Right back into it.
About once and then I'm out.
Boom. Right back in, David. They're like, oh. I mean, he said all that racist thing, and he sings, and he killed like 10 people, and he ate my onigiri, but like he bowed really deeply. So we gotta let him go.
What can you do? What can you do?
Shogunai. what a great episode.
This is coming to this episode, I'm like, oh man, I don't really know what we're gonna talk about,
dude. We always have.
This episode's been unhinged in the best of ways.
This is probably one of my favorite ones. Last week's I liked as well. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway,
man, it's been good enough that I already know what the title of this episode is gonna be.
Is it gonna be Kunai and Gun?
No, that was it was in the running. It was in the running. But I'll let you see it when I upload.
I'm so excited, guys. Until next week. I'm gonna love you. Oh, we got a guest next week. No. We got Jail next week.
Yes, Jay's gonna come on
next week is episode 69.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No.
Maybe. Yeah, because this week will be 68. Yeah, okay, it is. Episode 69.
Boom, boom. Till then, guys, nice. See you next week. Have fun. Don't do drugs. Stay safe.
Have a good one.
Bye.